Hey everyone, I am Mahi. Today I'll show you how to create a beautiful, interactive sales territory dashboard in Power BI using Canadian postal codes. By the end of this video, you'll have a clean map, role-based filters, KPI cards, and buttons to switch views, perfect for sales teams and managers. Let's jump in. So firstly, we are importing Excel file data. So I already downloaded Canadian Postal Sales Simple Excel file, which is random data of sales revenues and unit sold. It is not defined. It's a random numbers and all. Okay, because we want to make interactive dashboards. It doesn't require the particularly data. It's if it is possible random data, so we can also after a time making dashboards we can import our values, which is a very I can say so it's a sheet because it doesn't require any transformation, so we are just loading it here. Here our data is loading now, and they are creating a models between the data. Here we can see that creating connections in modeling. Okay, because we have only one sheet it here in this data frame, but if we are importing 2-3 sheets where there is a columns are similar to each other, so they are modeling do it this data combinedly. Okay, it's take a time because it's a MS Power BI tool, and it needs a very good laptop, 64 RAM, or many more things are required there. Okay, so now we are just pencil it here. And here we can see that our data Okay. So now here all the data are identified, like here are values. When we are seeing it here, some like a icon, so we know that it's a numbering. Okay, but because it's a postal code and here doesn't define it, so we have to define firstly that it's so this is the modeling, we know that very well. If here a seat 1 2 3 are it here, then they are showing that relationships between them only. Okay, firstly we are clicking on country here, and in this country we are just define it's a text. Okay, is that true? And format is a text. In this summarize, and data category, so we are in this data category, it's a country, so we are just defining is it is a country. Okay, in this postal codes we are define a postal code. Okay, if we want to import any column, so then it was a new column category, we are utilize it here and import any column which we want to. So we can see that here icon is they give that earth, which means that it's a country and it's focusing on region. Okay, clicking on postal code. Also categorize it here, postal code. So now it was defined that it's a country and it's a postal code. Okay. And if we want to also add this sales manager as an categorize, so we can also categorize it like if we want to categorize, then okay with it, or it doesn't want, then also here a data type is included that it was a text. Okay. So now we are going it here in the dashboards, and in report view we are firstly importing our KPI cards. Okay, so it's charts, mainly it here, column charts and trend charts it here, and it's a funnel charts. It was important in our sales. So we are firstly importing KPI card. It's a multi-row card where we can see all the things which we want to see. Okay. So firstly importing this card it here, add the how many sales managers are there. Okay. Make it small, and here first, last and counts. So we are just focusing on counts. Okay, so there are 2000 sales managers. Okay, copy and paste it here, and in this we are importing sales revenue, so we can see that how much sales revenue. So here 18 million sales revenue. Okay, also copy and paste it here, add in this unit sold. So we can see that unit sold are 16k, 60k. Also copy and paste. Copy, paste. In this add order average value. Okay. So this is a sum of average order value. If you want to uh, add its average, minimum, maximum, count, standard, okay, whatever we want, but right now sum is more important here. Okay. We have to arrange it very well manners. Okay. So now firstly we are importing here a map because we have to just focusing on map it here. So map, earth map, we are firstly importing here. And second was field map. Okay. Because safe map we need some type of requirement like a JSON file and all for a particular region. But here in these two charts not require too much because we are just focusing on it here only on map, so we are not using a funnel and trend and column bar chart or any pie charts. So now just focusing on map. So firstly here we in the location we are importing a country because in the world we have to firstly define a particular country. After that in the country we have to define a postal codes area. Okay. Make it white range. Okay. After that in the legends we are importing a sales manager. In the tooltips if you want to add anything we are seeing in the next moment. Okay, so firstly just it is a earth map. Now we are also importing SAM as well as according to its now importing postal codes. In this we see that bubble sizes. Okay, so if we are importing in the bubble size sales manager, so we can see that here bubble size. Okay. In the legend also add order value. No, we are also sales manager. Okay. Now go to the map setting. In the map setting we can choose any style of map. Also there was a auto zoom, but we are importing a zoom buttons it here. Also for this zoom button, not auto zoom. Okay. And in the legends there are if we want this legend it here in column or in the bottom, so we can add like that. and text color of these tags. If we want it's a blue color tag, so we can also add from it here. Okay, if we want to change title, so we can change from here also. Now the main important thing was fill the colors. These colors, like Alex has a blue, Eva has Benjamin has orange, Emma has pink, like this. If we want to add from here, so we can do it also. Now if we are going in general, so this is the properties, titles, effects and data formats of particular this style chart. Okay, now also we have to add it here, sales manager in the tooltips. Here first cells are problem, so in the add count. Okay, if there are any problem, no, here doesn't has any problems. Okay, so now in this already we have defined the things. So now we are importing slicers. So these are the slicers. In this slicer, just import sales manager name, so we can see that customer count also here. We have to also improve the slicer size and its formatting. So now firstly we have to decide in both the things which one we have to prefer. Word first. Okay. So here defined as, if we are focusing on MROC, so here all the things are fluctuates. Also in this, because these all things are interconnected, MROC, nothing happens in the maps, so that it was had problems. So that means there is doesn't required any country name is there also. Okay. Here also we can remove a country name. It automatically define that where it belongs to. Okay. Like this. because it's a big data, so it requires responding time. Okay, so it's taking the time as well. This chart is working really well and good, but in this has some problems. If we are removing a country here from here, then what was the results? Also, it was giving a good results, but because it's showing like a bubble size, and here we see that in a very small field color, so that we can't get assumptions like this. If we are unselected, then what happens? This is the whole region where sales performance are taking place. Okay. It's going in the United Kingdom. Okay. So this type of bugs also are present with that. So we have to solve it. So now move forward. Design this slicer firstly. So we are going in the visualization slicer settings, vertical list. So we are also do that tile or drop down, but tile is good style. Okay. We have to also focusing on multi selections. Now slice header, border position, padding icon. Okay. Values are the color of backgrounds. We can change all the things which we want. Okay. From here. Now go to the general, size, padding, advanced, responsive, starter, effects, shadow, data format, shadow icon. So now we have to values, border, padding, 4 pixels, right to text, left to right. We have to change a text position, so we can change from here. Padding icon, background color. If you want to change the background color like orange, so we can. But white is good. If we want to change top right, we can change all the borders. Text, slice and header, values. Go to the values, font, padding of the font 0, 4 pixel again. Border, if you want to change slicer setting in this tile, we already select